Hey, Coach, welcome. So glad you found us on YouTube. Let me know how I can help. As you can see, I've won lots of championships. I've won my fair share of balls behind. Run one of the best high school programs in the country. Coached a bunch of NBA guys. Let me help you become a better basketball coach. This video is just one small piece. Let me mentor you. Teachhoops.com. Click down below or above. We'll help you do that. It is the one-stop shopping for basketball coaches. But the best part is you get a Yoda, you get a mentor. I will help you. You'll get my personal email address. You will get one-on-one calls, office hours, you name it. We will help you become a better basketball coach. Enjoy. All right. Welcome to Coaching Youth Hoops.
Coach,
How are you?
welcome. Hey,
See, I got my snowball hat on today.
Oh my gosh, so you were all outfitted with
So
brands.
this is
I
like,
just got a sweater on today. I usually don't wear sweaters
hey,
too.
but you didn't
What's going
get
on?
any snow in California, like
Not a lot
Louisiana,
of
and
snow.
the Panhandle got like 10 inches. Can
Did
you
it really? I didn't.
imagine? Oh,
No,
you didn't see that?
I didn't see that.
The
No.
Panhandle got 10 inches. People were ice skating on Bourbon Street in New Orleans.
What?
Oh yeah, you should Google
Oh, I gotta
snow.
Google that. I
Oh yeah, it
totally
was
missed that.
crazy. It was like they shut schools down for like a week. Well, there's probably like
How
one
did I
snow.
miss this? Like,
Did
where
you
was
really
I?
miss this? No, it was like 10 inches. They got 10 inches this week
When?
in the Panhandle.
Oh my goodness.
They got
That's
more
a
snow
lot of
than we
snow.
do.
Oh.
We have maybe like a half an inch right now. I
I've been
know.
helping. I've been helping coaches
Oh, you've been helping coaches with good. Yes.
instead of reading the news.
Yeah, instead of should always read the news. Okay. Let's give a big shout out to our sponsors, Coach.
Coach, go check out Game Changer. Go to gc.com/coaching youth hoops for all your stats, game tracking, and now highlights. So, the thing that I love about Game Changer, it's free. Second thing I love about Game Changer, it provides me all the stats that I need for my grade school teams. I don't need anything more than that. Now, uh, they also just launched a feature that allows you to easily do game highlights so you can show clips, but also players can grab those clips, put it on social media if they like. But I use that as a teaching tool for my team. Check out how we did this, or here's some things we need to improve on. Again, go to gc.com/coaching youth hoops for more information.
And what else we got?
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, no, and we got more, coach. We
Ooh,
always got something, right?
okay.
We want to provide you guys with lots of value. So go to coachingyouthhoops.com/drills.
Yep.
We've boiled down all of the, no, I'm just kidding. I wish we could. We will eventually get there. All the
Someday.
drills someday. All the drills on the internet down to what works. We've tried them all.
Everyone,
Impossible.
all
Every one
18
of them.
billion of
Billion.
them.
Yes. No, we basically compiled everything that we know that works, feedback that we got from coaches and other drills, because we know how overwhelming it is when you have a specific need and don't know what to do or what drill that could actually help your team. Leverage Coach Collins' 30 years plus
30
coaching
more
basketball.
than that. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And he's taken all, and my extensive experience in coaching youth. We boil that down into a very helpful resource. So go check it out at coachingyouthhoops.com/drills. Leave your feedback. We would love that. This is in beta. We're still playing around with it, testing it, but we can't do that without you. So again, coachingyouthhoops.com/drills.
All right. So what's today's topic, Coach? This was your baby. This topic
Yeah,
was kind of
I was thinking
you
about
live
this
in
because
this world.
yeah, I'm living this world. I have AAU tryouts coming, and we've uh, had discussions around naming of teams. Okay, let me drill into that. What does that mean? So,
Yeah,
Lotta,
naming
if you
naming of
have
teams is not like Blue Jay or the the galloping horses. That's not what you
no,
meant
no,
by
no,
that.
no,
No.
no. So within an AAU organization, and this is really talking to those coaches involved, if you have influence on the organization and the naming of the teams within the organizations. So we'll use an example. You have two fifth grade teams. Basically, you're going to do an A and a B team. Okay. So the naming of that team is absolutely crucial. Do you call them we'll use the what? We'll use the Blue Jays. Blue Jay Elite team and the Blue Jay Gold team. Okay. So what
You
happens
put the word
is
elite or high or something in
exactly.
everything.
Yes. And what happens then is the people on the gold team who think they should be on the elite team, you just open up the door to all kinds of problems with parents. Well,
Right,
why is my kid on the gold team? They should be on the elite team, and here's
right.
why, right? You're just going to cause a bunch of problems.
Yes.
And so I would advocate to change the naming convention of your teams and just keep it real simple. Just go, fifth grade slash coach's name. So fifth grade Collins team, fifth grade Flitter team. And then you do away with that.
I
Because
love
the
that
other
idea.
issue that comes up is at the tournaments. The tournaments. Oh, well, no, we want you have your gold
We,
team. No, we want your elite team.
right.
So no, you can't. No, we only want that team, right? So in this particular case too, it may help you when you're scheduling your tournaments. It just alleviates lots of problems. Okay, now that's kind of the naming convention of the teams. The question I want to ask you, Coach Collins, is should you even have an A and a B team
At the AU level,
at the AAU level?
yes, I
Okay.
think so. I think
Versus
you,
I guess the alternative would be a mix, right? Where you
and
have
again,
elite players
I
on
think
both
it's
teams.
different for school teams. I think it's different for like if you're, yes, I think you want to put them in the right tournaments in the competitive level too. You don't want them to go and lose every game by 47 points.
Right.
So that's part of it. I love the labeling idea, but I think, you know, it's a talented and gifted program for basketball players. It really
Hmm.
is. And it's like, I'm not going to put a kid in geometry when they should be in calculus.
Hmm. Yeah.
uh, um, and it goes back to our last episode. It's like I just wanted my son at the right level. I didn't need him to be in the elite team and be the 12th guy. I wanted him to develop and it really wasn't, I knew his basketball career would be his basketball career. It wasn't whatever. I wanted him to have his career. I've already had mine, like kind of
Well,
thing.
and just like the labeling of that though. So are we doing I don't like labels. I don't like whatever. It's like again,
I
I'm
don't
more
either.
about
I don't
putting
either.
my
Hey,
kid.
but before we dive into that, let's
Yeah.
give a shout out to our other sponsor, Coach, before we dive into
Yeah,
labels. The
sure. Yeah,
labels.
coaches, go check out Curve Health. They're providing pro level health services to high school coaches and players. And it's free right now. They're offering just for coaching youth hoops, or they have a free health assessment that they're going to provide to you. They're going to give you access to healthcare professionals, mental trainers, also physical therapists. They have an app that's also powered by AI to do physical therapy. It's absolutely amazing and it's free for a limited time. Go check it out at coachingyouthhoops.com/health.
All right. So go back to the label discussion you were talking
Yeah,
about.
so the label discussion. The But are we doing our kids a disservice long term when we're saying, well, I don't care if you're on the elite team or not. And what I mean by that was like, well, why aren't we pushing our kids to be on the elite team, right? And well, we'll settle for the B team, right? That mentality of that
Yeah.
type of thing, right? Um, and this goes more to the psychology behind all of this and raising children and are you like there's there's no blueprint for any of this stuff, and you got to know your kids, and they're all individuals. But I don't know. What do you think about that? It's kind of an
No,
open-ended
it's hard.
discussion on
It's
that.
like you know your kid better than I know your kid, 100%.
Right.
And there's kids that I mean, Caitlin Clark should be playing with boys, and Caitlin Clark's dad knew that what he needed her to do. But there's only one Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
And her mentality was that my guess at a extremely young age,
Yeah. Right.
competitive, kind of, blah, blah, blah. But if your kid's not that and not trying to do that, then you got to get them into the right spot. You know what I mean? I think you want to push, but not over push. I mean,
Yeah.
like you said, parenting is a difficult thing.
Yeah, and it is
You
it's a
want to give
balance and
opportunities, but there's this finite balance. There's really is. And
well, and then well, okay, so okay, this again, we're talking about picking names, the naming convention, which is really important to help coaches, like do away with the arguments they're going to get with parents on those fringe players that could have
right,
gone either way. Okay.
yes,
Uh, so we've decided, yeah, there should be an A and a B team. You have that luxury of the number of players because you want the better players playing together and playing against, better players. And
right,
it doesn't mean that year two that your players on the B team can't make the A team if they put the work in to do that. And that's what they want to strive for. Um, so how do coaches pick their A and the B team? What is a process that they could do and
and it's
do
hard
it
because
the
you
right
don't
way?
you don't know what's going to change. That's why I think it should be. It's hard because all of a sudden number 9 and number 10 on the A team, quote unquote A team, get moved down to the B team when they're in sixth grade, not fifth grade. I mean, there is a little bit of a fluid thing to this. Um,
God forbid you move a A player down to the
B
B team.
team, I know,
Coach, what did you just say?
I know, but I
You're
mean, it
setting that kid up for
happens.
failure for the rest of his life, bud. You can't say that. You can't do that.
It
Fifth grade
happens.
player. I know. I'm just kidding.
It
I'm
happens.
obviously
And the
joking.
problem, and the problem is that's why it's better when parents aren't coaches. Um, and it's hard. That's hard, obviously, from an administrative standpoint, not to necessarily have, but I think they can make more of subjective, objective decision a little bit.
We
Um,
I was gonna say, I told you I have tryouts coming out, so this is front and center to
right.
to me, and I'm using your player evaluation
Oh, form.
handout
Okay.
form to do it.
Where could people get that,
Oh, you're
coach?
gonna put me on the
I
spot
am
here,
because I
buddy.
see
I
for
know I
those of
was
you
looking like I
listening,
was struggling. I was like, well, where
he
did I
was
have it? I know
looking.
I
I'm
know.
trying to
Yeah,
get
here it
I'm
is.
trying
I
to
got
give you
it.
a gap. Okay,
Yeah.
how do they
Yeah, so
find that?
go to Coaching Youth. This is your favorite because it's a long URL, but it's at basketball tryout evaluation forms, but I'll tell you quicker. Go to coachingyouthhoops.com and click on our free resources tab at the top of the website, and you'll see it tryout and evaluations. And we walk you through tryout and evaluations and how to do them the right way. And it's a free resource. It's a great form, very in depth. And what I think that will help you do, it helps you organize your tryouts and how you grade each player. So you
Right,
have a paper trail. This is, it's not subjective anymore, right? So you're going, it's like, here's where I graded them. The other thing I think what's really important is how you set up the tryout to have this A and the B team and to make sure players are in the right is, you know, if you, typically you should do at least 2 days for tryouts. Day one is, okay, who do we have? What's the mix of players? Like, okay, and then you'll know after day one where a player will start to fall. And then you start doing your matchups on day two of tryouts. Let's have, a potential A player go up against this, borderline A B player and see how the B player does against the A player. Okay, great. They did well, didn't do well. Then you can start categorizing, moving players around. But look to do those matchups. Like, we're doing tryouts this week, and we're going to do a warm up. We're going to go 1-on-1, 3-on-3, and 5-on-5. That's our tryout. We want to see how kids play. In the 1-on-1, I want to see like what you can get a lot just out of that. You can see their ball handling skills, their decision making skills. How do they create space and separation, right? How do they do on their own 1-on-1? Limit the number of dribbles they have so they're just not going crazy on the dribbles. Right? So you can see a lot very quickly. And then I was even considering going 2-on-2 because I just want to see, what's their basketball IQ? Are they gonna send an on-ball screen and then roll to the basket? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, they are, right.
Right.
Those little things that you can see in a 2-on-2. 5-on-5, like if you start off with that, your players can get lost
They can.
and never touch the ball or never like
It's
feel
you
like
can't
they're a part
evaluate.
of
You
it.
can't
So
evaluate in
yeah,
a tryout in that big.
yeah. So, we have. I think we'll have 60 girls or no, 70 girls this week to evaluate. And I also have not only the coaches, I asked, I have my assistant coaches doing evals for teams that they won't coach, right? So they, kind of unbiased opinion. I have actually two parents that I trust who've played basketball who
Right.
are not I call them independent evaluators. They're not evaluating their own kids in their own age group. They're doing a different age group. So this way we have just more input and more eyes to
Yeah,
make
I've
sure we have
always
that
had I've always had
split.
like even at our younger levels in our youth program, similar to an AAU program, we've had
Yeah.
like my coaches go in. We have nothing in the tank as far as the evaluations go. I think that's important. Um, all right, anything else, coach?
Yeah, coaches, just take your time with the evaluations, have a paper trail, make sure that you're communicating the what you're looking for and what kind of program you're building to the parents. And even just that communication piece alone will go a long way.
Well,
Uh, and just have a plan going into the tryouts. Look at the naming convention. I think that is a key. It will really cut down on the number of arguments you have with parents over time. Just I don't know, do away with the elite
the
naming
name the
convention
naming thing's the key
unless you only
takeaway.
have one team,
Right.
right?
If you have a yeah, one if you have one team, they're elite.
Yeah.
Coach, give a big shout out to our sponsors here on as we go out.
Coaches, go check out Game Changer. Go to gc.com/coaching youth hoops for all your in-game stats. And our high school coaches, if you're listening, go to Curve Health. They're going to give you a free assessment for your team, free health assessment for your team. They're basically an online clinic that is doing an amazing job in the mental health side of things, the physical health side of things, nutrition, and a lot more coming. Go to coachingyouthhoops.com/health for more information.
All right, till next week, coach.
Till next week.
Hey, coach, I'm glad you enjoyed that video. Let me know how I can help you become a better basketball coach. Teachhoops.com is one way that I can do that. I have coached at every level, won lots of championships, lots of rings. Let me know how I can help you become a better basketball coach on and off the court. So check out teachhoops.com for that.